Last year I accidentally broke my double-eye bodkin tool almost into 2 equal halves. There is no glue strong enough to fix it, and since I didn't know what to do with it, I decided to store both halves in a Ziploc bag. I had an idea to fix my broken orange tool, but I wasn't sure how to remove the broken prong without damaging the tool, so I just put the parts away. In one of my most recent videos I showed you how you can hold 2 prong tools together and transfer the stitches for an open work row. And this is exactly the tool I will design today. I love the shape of the original Passap tool, so I tried to make the shape of the tool similar. Now let's open FreeCAD. First, select Part Design from the drop-down menu, create a new document, a new body and a new sketch. Select the YZ plane and click OK. Now draw a rectangle in the center. Set the length of the top side to 6 mm. Then set the other side to 3 mm. Move it to the center, then select the lower left corner, the upper right corner and the center point and constrain the rectangle symmetrically. Select the constraint preserving sketch fillet tool and add a fillet at each corner. The fillets on the original Passap tool are 2 mm, but I will leave mine like that. You can make them as big as you like. Now we have to constrain the sketch to prevent any errors in the next stages, and I will do that using the fastest method I know. Select one of the points and click on the Constrain Lock button. You will get an error message, but it will disappear after you delete the redundant constraint. Do the same with all 4 points. To delete the redundant constraint, click on its number shown in the Solver Messages box, then press the Delete button on your keyboard. The sketch is fully constrained, so you can close it. Click on Right on the navigation cube, then create a new sketch. If the program asks you about the plane, select the YZ plane and click OK. Draw another rectangle, but make it a bit bigger than the first one. Select 2 of the opposite corner points and the center point and constrain the rectangle symmetrically. Set the length of the top side to 9 mm. Then set the length of the other side to 6 mm. Now click on the fillet tool and add fillets to all sides just like you did in the previous sketch. I didn't change their size in the first sketch, so I won't change them now. Lock the under constraint points and delete the redundant constraints. Now you can close the report view and the sketch. At this stage you need to make another sketch the same as the one we just did. But you can also close that window and go to the Model tab. Select the bottom sketch and press Ctrl+C to copy it. Deselect the plane and click OK. Now click anywhere in the Model tab, then press Ctrl+V to paste the copy. Drag and drop the sketch over the body as shown in the video. Now we need to create another sketch. Click on the New Sketch button, then select the YZ plane. Draw an even bigger rectangle than the second one. Set the length of the top side to 15 mm. Then set the other side to 6 mm. Select two of the opposite corner points and the center point and constrain the rectangle symmetrically. Now take the fillet tool and add fillets to all the corners. Lock all under constraint points and delete the redundant constraints. Close the report view window. The sketch is fully constrained, so close it as well. We need a second copy of that sketch. Click on the last sketch in the Model tab, then press Ctrl+C. Deselect the plane and click OK. Now click anywhere in the Model tab, then press Ctrl+V to paste the copy. Drag and drop the sketch over the body. Now we have to position the sketches correctly along the Z-axis. If you have ideas for more Passap tools, I would love to hear them. You can share them in the comments below. We don't need to make any changes to the first sketch, so select the second one. Click on Attachment, then on the button with the three dots. Set the Z-axis to 10 mm and click OK. Click on the third sketch and set the Z-axis to 50 mm. The next sketch must be 60 mm apart from the first one. And the last sketch should be 77 mm apart from the first one. These are the real measurements I got from the original Passap prong tool. If you watched the video where I designed the yarn eyelet, you will know what the next step is. Select the first sketch, then click on the Additive Loft button. Click on the Add Section button, then select the second rectangle. Click on the Add Section button again and select the next rectangle. You can close the Report View window to have a better view of the tool. Before selecting the next rectangle, you must click on the Add Section button. We have selected all sections, but the tool doesn't look right. That's why you have to check the ruled surface box on the left. Now click OK. The tool has the correct shape. Let's make the holes for the prongs. Make sure the tool is oriented with the widest side facing you as shown in the video. Select the top face and create a new sketch. First, create two circles. Select both of them and constrain them equally. Set the diameter to 1.7 mm. Add one point to the left of the left circle and another point to the right of the right one. Click on each of the points and constrain them onto the horizontal line. Now select both side points and constrain the distance between them to 11.5 mm. We have to center the circles, and to do that, select both center points of the circles and the center point of the document, then click on Constrain Symmetrically. We have one redundant constraint that we need to delete. Then we can close the Report View window and the sketch. To make the holes, I will use the pocket tool. Set the length to 15 mm and click OK. The holes are done. The last feature the Passap tools have is the groove for raising the pushers on the other end of the handle, so let's add it. Rotate the tool as shown in the video and select the top face. Now create a new sketch. Draw a circle starting from the center line. Set the diameter of the circle to 5 mm. Now set the distance from the center of the circle to the center point to 3 mm. It should look like this. Now you can close the sketch. Make sure the sketch we just made is selected, then go to Attachment. Set the roll angle to 7 degrees and click OK. Your support means a lot, so I would really appreciate it if you liked the video and left me a comment below. Now click on Pocket and set the length to 10 mm. To make it look exactly like the original tool, taper the angle by -6 degrees. It should look like this. Now click OK. This groove has to be the same on the opposite side, so let's copy it. Make sure the pocket is selected and click on the mirrored button. Select the pocket from the list, then change the plane to the XY plane. We have the same groove on both sides. Now click OK. The tool is almost done. To make it easier to glue the prongs, I will print the tool in two halves that will be glued together. To do that, first go to the part workbench. Click on the Create Primitives button. Make sure plane is selected and make the plane bigger than you need. I will set it to 300 by 300 mm. Click on Create, then click Close. The plane is much bigger than we need, and that's exactly what we should have. Right-click on the plane we just made and select Transform. Now move the plane so the tool is somewhere in the center. It should look like this. Now click OK. Click to select the body, then go to the Part menu and click on Convert to Solid. Now select the body and the plane. Click on the Part menu again, then go to Split and click on Slice Apart. At this stage, the tool is perfectly sliced along the center. Select the upper slice, then right-click and select Transform. Move the upper half and rotate it so it's in the same orientation as the lower one. Now click OK. It should look like this. The files for the tool will be available for download on my Thingiverse page. At this point you can select the exploded slice folder and export both slices in a single .stl file. Then you can go ahead and print both halves. I chose to make them using gray PETG filament. In the next video I will show you how I'm going to assemble the tool and I will test it to ensure it works as it should, so don't forget to look out for the next video. That's all for today. Have a nice day and see you next time.